Hey guys, this is Ginger and I'm back with another expression. Today I want to talk about this commentary that I saw on TikTok, which is the picture that you're looking at right now. It's this young lady. She talks about the similarities between a light-skinned man and a white man with blonde hair and blue eyes. Now, I reason why I put it up here because I actually had a conversation a long time ago with a friend about that, and she was just mentioning the similarities because in the black race, a lot of times these dark skinned people think that we're the closest to white in their eyes. So it's like they desire it, but they also hate it at the same time. And she was saying that when she was speaking to a white woman, she said it's the same thing with a blonde hair, blue eyed man, also a woman as well. But she was talking about the men that, in her race, that blonde hair, blue eyed men are most desired, but also most hated because it's like, they desire them, but also under the same breath, they want to be them. So it's like they go through way more hell and they're not taken as seriously. Within the white race, okay, it's like they can't win either or. It's like you like me, but yet you're mad you're not me. So therefore you want to punk me and want to fuck with me, but yet you want to procreate with me. You want your children to look like me. So it's like she was saying it's the similarity. There's a similarity there that the light skinned man is going through the same thing that that type of white man in their race is going through. And I was like, okay, I did have this type of conversation before, but she does mention things in this commentary that I just disagree with. Okay. And I think it's maybe one or two things. I'm not sure, but I'm going to let it play out. And when it gets to the point, I'm going to give my 2 cents on it. So here we go.
So earlier, I was watching this video where this creator was talking about how they feel as if a lot of light-skinned black men tend to have God complexes when it comes to dating and relationships. Now, I'm not saying I agree or disagree with that statement, but all of this conversation around light-skinned black men and their superiority complexes, quote-unquote, it kind of just reminds me about this conversation that I had with one of my white friends. So basically, she was talking about the differences between blondes and brunettes, and I was talking about the differences between light skins and dark skins. And she was very curious, and she was asking me questions like, well, do these men ever get offended when they're being compared by their skin tone? And what is the difference between a light skin and dark skin black man when at the end of the day they're both just black? So I had to explain this to her in a way where it was very, very simple, because white people, they don't really understand things like colorism. Even though they did create it, they don't understand it because this is something that black people still use. Anyways, this is a very deep conversation, but in the grand scheme of everything, I was basically explaining to her that light-skinned men are kind of seen as the players in the black community. They're seen as the guys where it's just hard to get them to settle down in relationships. They're non-committal. They don't really treat women right. They're pretty boys, etc., etc. Where when it comes to dark-skinned men, they can be players as well, but in the grand scheme of everything, dark-skinned men are kind of seen as wholesome, and they're good family men, and they tend to treat women better than light-skinned men.
Okay, guys, this is where I'm gonna have to come in. I'm gonna take it she's young and her eyes are not wide open, but for sure, dark skinned men are not more wholesome than light skinned men, and they're definitely not family men. Because I'm sorry, there's too many black bastard kids walking around. There's too many dark skinned men that are baby daddies out here. But I'm also gonna have to say this too to my light skinned men. A lot of you are baby daddies as well. And I'm just talking about from growing up to now. A lot of you have children too, and you're not married to the woman that you're having these kids by. But for sure, they're not more wholesome than you, and no, they're not better family men. That I can vouch on. I've seen too much. No, they're not. But I think that's another topic for me to talk about. And if you beg to differ, what I'm going to say. Leave it in the comments, okay? But I'm going to go ahead and let the tape play out.
And it's different for every person, but that's just what I have learned and what I've kind of seen other black people give off throughout the years. And it's just a very interesting conversation. And when she was telling me, things about blonde men, I kind of made the connection, or we both made the connection, that blonde hair guys and light-skinned black men are similar. stay with me now, y'all, because I know it's probably really, really hard to understand, but I feel like there is a similarity there when it comes to them being the topic of conversation in our communities. Like, I hope this makes sense, but all I'm gonna say is it seems like blonde-haired guys and light-skinned black men, even though they happen to be the most sought after, most girls know that they're players. Most girls don't really take them seriously.
Okay, this is where I come in again. Now, I'm not going to lie. I kind of agree with her right there. I do feel like sometimes these women don't take light-skinned men seriously, but I think it's like insecurity, to be honest. Because I don't know if you guys ever watched this show called Pop the Balloon. When you hear these women say things about light-skinned men, it's like they're very, they berate them by saying, well, it's only going to be one princess, or, they usually don't think they're cute enough, or they think that they're of standards for you guys. Because they wouldn't be making these comments by comparing your looks to their looks. Why do they keep looking at you as cute or pretty? And they always make it seem like, they make it seem like they're competing with you. They don't think that they're cute enough or handsome. They don't think you're handsome, or they don't think they're cute enough to be around you. They're intimidated by that. So they don't take you seriously. So if you do date them, they don't think that you see them in that way, that you want to have a life with them, or you want to marry them and have children. They always in their mind feel like they're competing, especially a darker skinned woman. She's quick to let you know, oh, well, it's only one bitch here. I've actually seen this shit on TV. It's only one bitch in a relationship. It's going to have to be me. I'm not going to be competing with a man. I'm like, what? And I mean, like, where is all this coming from? Like, I think it's because they're insecure. They don't think they are attractive enough to be with you. So since they feel that way, they rather dog you and make you look less than, and make the darker skinned man look better. But in the grand scheme of things, you're not even getting him. I just had to put that out there. But, that's just my take on it. I'm going to let the tape play out.
Because it's just like they're the players of both of their race. I don't know. There's probably somebody who can explain it way better than me, or probably share some insight in the comments. So let me know what y'all think.
Okay, guys, I'm going to go ahead and leave it right here. But I do want to pose a question to the light-skinned men out there. Do you feel that you are presenting yourself in such a high standard or high regards that these women you might be intimidating to a lot of these women that approach you, or the women that you do approach? Because I mean, you got to think about it. It's a lot of them saying that. Now, I'm not going to keep putting this on the dark skinned man. Oh, they're tainting your image, which they are. I'm not saying they're not, but they are. But come on, all these women cannot be that damn gullible. Do you feel that you do present yourself in such high regards, or your aura is so high that it is intimidating? That you don't think that these women are good enough to approach you or good enough to be with you, that they think that all you want to do is just have a great time with them? Just let me know. I mean, like I said, it's just too many women saying that. And it's not just the dark-skinned women. Light-skinned women say that as well. Let me know. And just be respectful in the comments. But I am asking that question. Why would all these women say that? But, as usual, leave a like. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you comment and share. And go look at some of my older commentary. Until next time, you guys have a great night.